The barbershop came up with a name for Brian.
What is it?
Parlay Jenkins.
Hey, I think if you just call him, Parlay. Parlay seemed like a smooth brother. You know what I'm saying?
Parlay is smooth.
Yeah, man, I'm from
You
Cleveland.
gotta throw the Jenkins in there.
Hey,
though.
like I'm from Cleveland.
He don't
DJ,
get that.
they said he invited to the cookout, man.
Thank
You gotta
you,
have the
Bruce.
Jenkins there.
You know, you have no clue.
I have no clue.
Jenkins is like a black name. Like,
Let's go.
Like welcome to Start With The Facts. Yo, welcome back to Start With The Facts. This is my second take of trying to do the intro. And I redid it because I wanted to make sure Will could hear all of the criticism I have for him, right? And so we had a false positive yesterday. Yesterday we said, man, Will didn't mess up, but we want to thank our fans for catching Will's fuck up. Right? and the fuck up that they caught was Will messed up the titling for the show. It was said the whole crew is here, but Will said the whole Drew is here. So thank you to the fan in the comments. Thank you for listening. And thank you for making sure that I had my daily dose of trying to hate on Will. And so every time Will comes into the studio, I tell him, I'm going to be the one to hate on you. So whatever, when somebody's like, they hate on me, I want Will to know I am they. Hold on. It's Friday and I seen a red cup go up. Hold on. There we go.
I was wondering who you was looking at. I'm glad you put your glasses on.
Yeah.
I'm feeling good, man.
Hold on.
Little fresh cut though. I see you. You know what I mean?
If it ain't a cut by Germ, it ain't right.
Cuts by Germ.
Hold
Damn.
on. No,
That's a shirt. Cuts by Germ. Just letting you know.
see?
All I do is think of shirts.
all you do
Cuts
is
by
look.
Germ.
So hold on. Before we
Here we
dive,
go.
Before we dive into the episode, I want to know what's Genos are we getting today?
Oh no, I'm calm and cool. It's just water, man.
Okay, all right.
But see, this the setup. So y'all never know. I like to keep y'all off balance. Just because you see red cup don't mean you get El Geno's, you know what I'm saying?
You was in rare form yesterday.
See, y'all didn't ask about the little mug that I had. I had made a little hottie totty. Remember, it got a little
What is that?
That's old school.
Hot toddy.
whiskey, a little apple cider, some lemon. It got below 60. It was like 61. So I said, man, let me warm myself up in here.
Soft.
There we go.
Toddy.
Come on, man. You talking about 60? That's soft, DJ.
Chill out.
You played in
Listen,
Denver.
you got enough yesterday. Pick him. Hey, what he said on life? Pick him up. The man had enough of beating. The man done had enough of a beating.
Look, you see what happened today. So he coming to the studio. He criticized Ohio State at the end of the show. You see how he showed up today?
I love it though. But it's dime life though. It's dime life. So listen. I get it. So look. So hold on, Pete. Within my family, me and my sisters, we have never apologized to each other. Whenever we have an argument and things go left, we just do a favor. He feels bad about yesterday, so what did he do? He came in rocking Ohio State for you. And then,
go ahead.
And then to make up to me, he put on Dime Life.
We accept your
So
apology.
that is him coming in peace. We accept the apology.
We accept your apology.
Hey, I told y'all, in the moment, I'm going to argue to the death. But when I leave out here and I think and I have a clear mind, them niggas was right.
Oh, there we go. There we go.
Oh my gosh.
He changing.
Hey, but a real person gonna stick to their guns until they get their point across, right? But if that point don't get across, I know why, because I was sounding like whatever. But it's the new show today, DJ. So I may be the same dude from yesterday until I walk out of here. So
Hey, so he said the fence riding has entered the chat.
yes, sir.
I'm proud of you, Alex. I am proud of you. Really.
I want to drink my water, man.
That's
I got me
special.
spitting out water.
Then he's wrong. That never happens. Maurice, we want to kick it off with a little sports talk, or where are we going?
Man, I don't know. Will in the house. Will, you need to figure out the audio so you can join the show with everybody else. Can you do that?
He's just gonna steal your mic.
Okay, whatever. Yeah, I don't know. Well, because I want to joke with Will, but Will doesn't have a microphone, and you would sound crazy trying to talk in the background. So we can kick it off. You can kick it off whatever sports talk you want. Where we start?
Do a little college football Friday.
College football Friday.
College
Come
football
on.
Friday. Talk about some big Saturday games.
Wherever y'all want to start. Come on.
Let's start Notre Dame on the road at Pitt. 12.5-point favorites going into play Pittsburgh. Obviously, Notre Dame, has to win out to have a shot at the college football playoff, and Pitt really has to win out, which starts today. But they've still got Georgia Tech and a couple other tough games within the ACC that are left. So, what do you guys got? Notre Dame covering?
Hold on,
Notre
Brian.
Dame straight up. Yo,
Pitt don't have to win out. Remember the marks that they head coach made.
Yes.
Oh, I was. Look,
You're
I was
right.
about to.
You're
I was,
right.
hey, I was
DJ.
coming off. Oh, you ain't.
I ain't hear that.
Narduzzi.
Man, fuck Pat Narduzzi. How about
Hey,
that?
first of all, hold on Pat Narduzzi,
Man, he a Youngstown
Ursuline
dude.
guy. Ursuline
Fuck
guy.
him and Ursuline. Let me tell you like this. This is the head football coach of Pitt. And he invited me years ago and was bragging that he's from Youngstown and he's the Pitt coach and he's the leader of man and all this other shit. Who shows up to the press conference in front of everybody in the world and builds in an excuse to say we don't have to win or it's not really necessary to win? That ain't no Youngstown attitude. Youngstown attitudes is more like
Listen.
what Alex was saying. Alex want to protect him because he went to Ursuline. He might want to be cool with the nigga. I ain't got to be cool with the nigga, right? I ain't got to be cool with him.
But Jerm, to
Yo.
take it even further, he literally said, "I don't care if we lose 103-10."
What?
This is your head coach saying this.
He's
Loser mentality.
saying as
No.
long as we win the next two games after that, because if they win the next two games after that, they're guaranteed to be into the ACC championship. My issue with that is he doesn't understand that right now Pitt has the same record as Miami.
Right.
They have a better conference record in Miami, but Miami is 8 or 9 spots above them. So even if you get into the ACC championship, let's say if you lose, but if you would have beaten a Notre Dame and now you're a 10-3 ACC champion, not champion, but have made it, the optics is different. You might be that extra team that gets pulled in.
Yeah.
And so when I look at this situation, man, you know what this feels like? This feels like 5 or 6 years from now when he gets fired, this the clip they're going to pull up. This going to be that landslide. This
DJ,
gonna,
who?
Yeah.
You know what, Alex?
I agree.
You rubbing your knees, so I'm gonna let you talk. Go ahead. Look,
That is something I do.
go
huh?
ahead. Go
Like
ahead.
that.
You have the floor.
DJ,
Nobody's gonna cut
DJ.
you off.
yeah,
Pitt plays Miami, correct?
that's
One of
correct.
the last few games. Okay,
That's
so
correct.
I just wanted to put that out there. When Patrick Narduzzi was saying that the game doesn't matter, he's absolutely right. He's not saying that we're going out there to lose. He's just stating and starting with the facts. If we lose this game, it doesn't matter as long as we go and take care of business. He's not saying, well, I want to lose this game. I want our guys to be healthy. If we lose this game, it doesn't matter. It holds no value to us in the ACC. That's all. That's not a loser's mentality. That is
Let me ask
You know what that is?
Can I ask a
That's
question?
a realist speaking.
Let me ask. So Ohio State opens up the year against Texas, right? The beginning of the
Yeah.
year. Did Ryan Day or anybody on the Ohio State staff or Sarkisian or anybody on the Texas staff say, this game actually doesn't matter? It's the first game of the year. It's non-conference. No, because they're not losers.
Neither is he.
I've never heard a head coach. And I had so many reasons I was going to bet Pitt to cover, and I can't now. Like, there's no way I can bet Pitt.
So
to
when
cover.
you watch a clip, do they give you the whole clip? Did any of you all watch the whole press conference?
I watched
the part
majority
where
of
said
it.
we can get our asses
Okay.
kicked.
Did,
and
did
it
anybody
won't
watch the
matter.
whole press conference?
Did you watch the whole press
Yes, I
conference?
did. Did anybody else?
Where did you watch it?
So I watched most of it. I watched most of it.
I don't believe so.
Of course you don't.
I don't
So I
believe it.
encourage y'all to watch the whole press conference to get some more context on how he said it and why the question was asked and how he defended the question when it was asked to him. The only clip you're going to get is, I don't care if we lose by 100. Oh, loser mentality. Ain't no loser mentality. That's the truth.
You know what?
Man.
You know what, Alex? I understand why you are going so hard on this thing, Paul.
Why?
It's because y'all got the same mentality. You say the same.
I'm not a
stuff.
loser. I'm not a loser, though.
But you ride the fence, Paul.
That's not riding the fence, though,
That's
Jeremy.
like, oh yeah, well I told y'all this game didn't matter. So you
Don't-
know.
Okay, Jeremy.
Like,
Okay.
No, as a head coach, you gotta be like, yo, every game counts. Everything
He never
you do
said
counts.
it didn't count. He just saying it doesn't matter if they lose or not.
Is it if he
He's not
say
sa-
it doesn't
so,
matter,
let me
means
ask-
it doesn't count, right?
What would you rather him say?
I would have said, man, yeah, we got to get every game, and we got to do.
He
our
said that.
yeah, but you said it. He said it didn't matter,
It
right?
doesn't,
No.
but he did say we got.
When
He
he-
said every wins matter. He said we got to go get it, but he did
Yeah,
say
you see what I mean? Like
I'm not saying he
does
said it,
matter.
not me. He
it
said
does
it.
matter.
He
said it
backtracked.
matters,
He
but
backtracked,
also
and it
said-
was very soft. After he said what he said, I watched the clip. He backtracked, and then he said, "But listen, every game matters. This Notre Dame game is important." But again, it's my coach. What his name was, Mike. Damn, I can't remember. I had a D coordinator. I had 11 of them.
I got the words right here. Can I?
Yeah, could you say the words?
Yeah,
It's not an ACC game. I'll gladly get beat 110-10 in that game.
There you go.
My perspective on that, yeah, that's crazy,
That's
right?
balls.
Yeah, so my perspective on that, if I'm a head coach, I don't give a fuck if we playing Grambling. I don't give a fuck if we playing Texas. I'm never going to say just because it isn't a conference game, I don't mind if we get beat, blown out, or anything. Knowing that you're in the era of the college football playoffs and you lead these dudes, to me, just my perspective on mentalities, that's a loser mentality. What I was actually about to give you credit to say a Youngstown mentality is fight to the death, right or wrong.
Damn right.
Yeah.
This nigga ain't that.
Maurice, does it? Let me ask you this: if he made that comment after the game, they get boat raced or they lose on a last-second field goal. If after the game you say that because you're campaigning why you should still be considered for the CFP, can you say that after the game?
I don't think I would never say it. I wouldn't.
I know you wouldn't say it, but does the context of when you say it matter?
Oh, the context definitely changes. But for me, when we're about to go play them, it's almost like you're building in an excuse that if something goes wrong,
Boom,
it's
there
what
you
I was
go.
telling you. If something goes wrong, I've already set you all up for you all to expect for
accept
something
it.
to
I
go
can
wrong.
see that point. I can see that.
That's what
that's
I'm
what
saying. For just my opinion, I was like, I didn't think that when DJ sent that over and he said losers mentality, that's what I'm talking about. As soon as I seen that clip, I was like, yo, this dude actually said this.
This is the last thing, and I shouldn't want to move on. How often do you care about what people think about you?
Well, in context.
In context, if somebody come up to you and say something like, "Shoot, Mo, you're not gonna get 200 yards versus whoever," what's gonna be your response?
Like I would feel indifferent about it. I guess I don't know what you're asking.
Like if somebody say you won't get 200 yards versus Michigan State, whoever.
I'll be like, all right, we see when we get there.
We'll see when we get there.
Yeah.
That's that nonchalant. I don't care. So it's, hey, what do you about man? Listen, they beat us by 50, whatever. It don't matter.
no, that
Maurice
analogy didn't
Maurice
line
wouldn't
up.
say I'm going to get my ass
I'm talking to
kicked.
Maurice.
So
Nah, man, come on,
okay,
man.
I don't understand your point.
it ain't no point.
My point
ain't no
is
point.
if somebody asks me, okay, I can't. If somebody asks me that question and it's irrelevant and they study, you know how the media plays. DJ, you know how the media play. If the media keep going and they reaching for something, man, I don't care if we get beat by 100. It's not the ACC game. He probably got tired of people asking him the questions. That's all. But
If he,
Let
if he,
hold on.
If he
Let me.
if he loses, I get
if he
that
loses
point.
against Notre Dame, I got Notre Dame
DJ.
beating him,
Right.
right? If he loses, does this come back up?
100% it does.
That's what I'm saying.
I know, but it's
Why would
still
you
a
say that?
soundbite in a clip. That's
DJ, what you got?
It's as simple as this. What do you think would happen to a player if he came and said, "I don't care, it was just a first down"?
Ooh, cook him.
Like that mentality is gonna travel.
Right.
Like if you're the head of the team, you're the leader of men, and you say you don't care. Come on, man, it's a trickle down effect. Everything matters, especially when the margins are so slim in college football. Like again, they can get to the ACC championship and lose, and that game versus Notre Dame may or may not have mattered. Like they say, football is a game of inches. He just literally, football is a game of inches. He just said, I'm willing to give up a whole game. That's crazy.
So we're going to pick 3 games. This is one. Will's going to keep track. We're going to see if Jeremy can go 3-0 again, 2 weekends in a row. I had Pitt to cover, but now I've been talked out of it. So I've got Notre Dame by 20. Notre Dame covers.
I do too. I got Notre Dame covered.
Reese?
Boat race, as Jaron would say.
Oh, right.
DJ, who you got?
Oh, I got to take Notre Dame because I need, well, damn, they're not one of the teams that is ahead of us, but I need Pitt not making it to the ACC championship.
Notre Dame to cover or just Notre Dame cover?
Notre Dame to cover.
Alex?
Youngstown, stand up. Patrick Narduzzi, hold it down. Pitt, let's go.
Pitt to win or Pitt to
Pitt
cover?
to win.
Gee, whoo, okay.
Hey,
All
listen
right.
to me. I did want to say, I forgot that they're Ursuline alum, so they stick together.
Damn right.
Yeah.
I get it. I get it. So this is one of those. Remember how he started the show off? When he leaves here, he's going to come up tomorrow with Notre Dame gear on.
Sunday morning show, he'll be dressed in green.
He going to have
Touchdown Jesus on a hat.
I said, this nigga just told us knowing he wrong. This is one of those moments, right?
All right, 7-2 Oklahoma travels to 8-1 Alabama. Bama's favored by 5.5. Before we get to everybody's picks, any thoughts on the game, guys?
I think this is a get-back game for Alabama. You know, last year Oklahoma beat them. And this year, there's a lot on the line. You know, you got the conference, you got playoff positioning, and you got a potential Heisman Trophy winner. So this could be his big game, you know, to seal that
Ty
deal.
Simpson?
Yeah. So I think I got Alabama for sure.
I'm going to tell you.
And they going to cover.
I got upset.
Ooh, hey.
You got some inside info.
Listen to me. I don't know what I woke up and drunk this morning, but I just was like, for some reason, when I started looking through my phone, there was like some wizardry. I was like, oh shit, Alabama, Oklahoma. I don't know put it like this. I have no facts to back up what I'm saying, but it's like niggas who play the lotto, right? Niggas be like,
You're feeling it.
When they're picking their tickets, they be like, something telling me to grab that ticket. This is my lottery. I don't know why I'm thinking about this. And maybe it just maybe false hope with hoping that, what is his name, Mateer. Hopefully he's get things back on track. But I'm going for Oklahoma for the upset.
You've been hoping for Mateer for the last few weeks, man. I'm going to agree with you, Jeremy. Ty Simpson, I think this is going to be his biggest chance for him to surpass Julian Sam, because right now I think he's top of the Heisman. Ooh. And so, but Ty has been balling, and he's right there in that race with him. So I'm wanting him to do well, and I'm thinking that they get this dub versus Oklahoma.
DJ, I don't got a lot to say. I need Bama to win. I need every team that is 14 through 10 down to lose. I don't got commentating. I ain't got no information. Bama by 50.
Hey, that's
Bama by 50.
That's what makes y'all mathematically eligible.
What? Hey, you know why I got this red cup? Because we come to that Pitt game and all them teams done lost and we done won, and that's gonna be the finale. Yeah, I'm drinking the Kool-Aid, my guy.
But you only have one candle, right?
What's that?
You can only
as of
light
right
one
now, no. As of right now, all of my candles are lit for Miami to get into the ACC, which it's a 4% chance. But if you look at it, where they got us sitting, this is the first time ever they want us in.
They do. Yes.
They want us in, man.
Yeah. I think if I had to put money on it right now, I think Miami gets in. Low scoring game. I think this will be a low scoring game. I do have Alabama to cover. The only fact I have to back that up is Alabama's 5-0 at home this year against the spread, which those are pretty strong odds favoring Alabama. So I've got Alabama minus 5.5. You want to say something?
No, I was going to ask DJ, do you think you'll make it up to the Pitt game?
I'm debating on how big it is. What's right now. Have y'all ever heard? I ain't said pause. What's this? 39th episode? I ain't said pause yet. I ain't said pause yet, dog. I don't. You know what I'm saying?
You got the cloak. I remember.
Listen, I've hung out with offensive linemen, and Mo know offensive linemen is the nastiest. The only people nastier than offensive linemen in the world is baseball players.
I don't know no baseball players.
Them motherfuckers is nasty, dog. But yeah,
it just depends on how
Yeah, my mom coming in town, but I might have to tell her, hey, mom, I might have to slide out there for one day, man.
But if you do, let us know, man.
I got you. Yep.
All right, 7-2. We all picked, right? And Will got the picks. All right, 7-2 Texas at 8-1 Georgia. Georgia favored by 5.5. Who you guys got?
Ooh, I'm gonna jump out there.
Oh, man.
I'm going Texas. I'm going way out there. Listen, Arch been balling lately, so hey, I'm
He's
just
drinking the Kool-Aid.
Yeah, I'm gonna drink the Kool-Aid on this one, guys. I'm gonna go with Texas. They're going to Georgia, right?
Yeah.
Athens.
Yeah. What was the spread?
Georgia minus 5.5.
I don't know if I can. All right, I'm gonna go with Texas though. I'm gonna jump out there this time. I'm gonna go with Texas.
Okay. Reese?
Oh, I think Georgia's on a roll right now. And I think the type of football that they've been playing. Here we go. Here's the irony of this. I think Alabama and Georgia are on the same mission, but with my lottery ticket luck, I picked Oklahoma to upset them. But there's no way. I'm going to say there's no way. There's no way Texas even goes into Georgia and be close. I just don't think it's going to happen. I think Georgia covers.
All right, I'm thinking about Florida playing against Texas when I talked about, they playing against them goons, the cats with the speed. Georgia is that same pedigree. Arch versus Georgia's defense, I'm going Georgia. And I've said this maybe about 3 weeks ago. If Georgia put the beat down on these dudes, they're going to go in wounded, and next week they're going to also lose to Arkansas. Remember I said it. So I got Georgia winning.
And you said Texas would lose to Arkansas next week?
Yes.
Okay.
I like that bold take. I like that. DJ?
I'm going with Georgia. Again, Texas is ahead of us in the polls, right? And you notice I ain't got no jokes. Listen.
Whatever get us there, that's what you're
I
saying.
need your ass to lose, right? Cover, not cover. I'm going to.
Just so the viewers, where's Miami ranked right now?
Miami is 15th or 16th.
Oh, so y'all right on the
Around the bubble.
So the way that is lined up, you have 4 teams ahead of us, right? You have Oklahoma, Texas, Vandy. I can't remember the next.
I'm gonna look it up right now. Go ahead.
But we need those 4 teams to lose. Like Texas get a loss, they got a 3-loss team, they out of there.
Yeah.
So what we're hoping on is
Are y'all 15?
Yeah, we 15. We right there. And then again, if you look at it, man, Kirby Smart has owned the SEC, and he's been kind of like the rival to Saban for all these years. With Saban gone, we naturally thought that the SEC was just going to be owned by Kirby Smart and the Georgia Bulldogs. But with all these other coaches, the NIL changing the dynamics of college football, I still believe that Kirby Smart, has that we've been there, we belong here mentality. I think the guys, Georgia team, believe that and understand that. And again, for them, this is a make or break of their season. They lose this game, the chances of them getting into the SEC championships are slim to none. And then, once you're out of your conference championship game, that's when it becomes a situation where you have to hope that the voters vote you in.
Hey, I tell you what, man, I'm looking at who's in front of y'all.
They all gonna lose.
Chance. I just sat here and looked as you were talking. Man, Vanderbilt can go down. I can see obviously Texas and Oklahoma is going to go down.
Yep. But think about this. Even Georgia Tech is ranked before us. Georgia Tech plays Georgia at the end of the game.
Georgia Tech is ranked behind y'all.
No, but I'm saying they're going to go into the ACC championship.
I
right?
got you.
So, if they'll get that extra boost for being in the ACC championship, but they played Georgia their last game, so that loss is going to keep them kind of up in the high teens and 20s when it comes to ranking.
I think the SEC, if you were an SEC official, I think you're pushing for Texas to win this game. I think the SEC is trying to make a statement where they feel like 6-7. I've 6-7,
6-7.
maybe even 8 teams from the SEC should make it into the playoff. Texas loses this game, they're out. Texas wins this game, they've still got a shot. They're going to be in. But Georgia, I think Georgia, where they're at, they can lose this game, miss the SEC championship game, and they're still safe. Yeah. So Texas, I think their back's up against the wall. Preseason number 1. I like Texas to keep it close, but I do think I want to trail Jeremy because he is the betting expert. I want to trail him.
Oh,
yeah,
but
I always knew the white man was against me.
Georgia wins, Texas covers. That's who I got. DJ,
yep.
Miami expert. NC State traveling to Miami. I don't know what the spread is. It might be 100. Tell us about the game.
Don't know about the spread. Don't care about the spread. And honestly, I'm elevating my mindset to winning mentality. I'm not even going to be sitting here worried about an NC State team. Alex, see, this is how it ain't even no fence around me. I'm focused on running the table for these next 3 weeks, right? And then everybody else that needs to lose, and then we make it into the college football playoff. This is a new dynamic here where people want Miami in something. If you see the previous years, we've always been kept out, right? They've always figured out ways and made excuses to keep University of Miami out, right? Right now, the debate is if we end the season with the same record as Notre Dame, who gets in, right? And so this is really going to show. This is going to show the committee what they really feel about teams, and then they're going to really show what it means about head-to-head matchups. Because if you have two teams with the same record, and I think we're within like 4 or 5 spots in toughness of schedule, and they just decide to just put Notre Dame in, that means that head-to-head matchup really doesn't mean shit. And I think that'll change the dynamics of college football moving forward.
Oh, you got to be undeniable, man. Can't leave it up to them.
You know what I'm Googling right now?
What's that?
How much money did y'all fan base generate in football revenue last year?
Well, listen, if you're gonna compare it to Notre Dame, don't even look it up.
Yeah, I know that. I mean, essentially, that's what it is. Like, so,
No.
and, you know, we always talk about this and we jokingly say it, but literally, it comes down to how many eyeballs are going to be on this television, how many streamers, subscribers, and fans will come to a game, and literally, that's what it comes down. So I'm not agreeing with you just because you're on the show. I'm agreeing with you just because I think that's how sports should be played. If we both have the same record and if we both have the same record, and we've beat you, and you're ahead of us, that should be taken into consideration as to who makes it into the playoff. I do believe that, even though Marcus Freeman is my dude, even though I was talking shit about him getting his ass kicked, I do believe that should play into consideration.
I thought Paul Feinbaum, who says a lot that I don't agree with, big SEC commentator, said the analogy of getting a group of 5 team, right? So a non-ACC, Big 10, Big 12, and SEC team, right? That the other conferences, there's 5, mid conferences, so that's called the group of 5. Forcing a group of 5 in, if they're not ranked in the top 12, to put them at number 12. That's the current playoff rule, right? It's the top 11 teams, plus there has to be a group of 5 team included. And right now, I think that would be USF, who's, I think, ranked like around 20 or 25. Paul Feinbaum said, if you compare that to, say, baseball, that'd be like having the Major League Baseball playoffs and forcing a AAA team into the playoffs. And, like, nobody would stand for that. And then you start looking at the way the season's going, and right at that, like, I don't know, Maurice, if you still have it in front of you, who's ranked 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and think about those brands and one of those teams getting left out and getting replaced by, could be, USF, it can be
Tulane, Memphis.
Yes, from the Sun Belt Conference. Maurice, who are those teams that are kind of ranked there at the bottom of the CFP?
So 9 is Notre Dame, 10 is Texas, 11 is Oklahoma, 12 is BYU, and 13 is Utah, 14 Vanderbilt.
So and you're thinking about when they're doing the selection show and they're going to put the first round matchups, which would be 5 versus 12. Who wants to watch 5? Who's 5?
Georgia versus BYU.
Okay. I'd rather watch Georgia BYU, or who's 11? 6-11?
6 is Texas Tech, 11 is Oklahoma.
Those are good games. Those draw tens of millions of viewers.
100%.
You pull one of those teams out, those quality opponents, right, that maybe have 2 conference losses, and you replace it with a Memphis, I don't know. That doesn't do anything for me.
Yeah. Yeah.
I said it
weeks ago. They don't belong. I said it weeks ago. They don't belong in there. And listen, I don't know what the resolution is, but they don't belong.
Hey, you know what? We need to get Miami going again. You done lost all your energy, man.
What's that?
I said we need to get Miami going again. You done lost all your energy.
Hey, man, them 2 losses will humble you. Look, I only look. You want to know what's crazy? After one of the shows, I got up, I bumped in, I knocked the national the national championship. All of the mojo was gone, man. Yeah, but listen, I'm okay. Just relax. All right.
I've been telling you that since week 1 and 2.
You chill out.
I'm just telling you.
Like I said, you done had enough.
I want to revisit it, man.
You done had enough.
I'm here for you.
Right.
I'm here for you.
Had enough.
So I don't know if you guys saw, this was a week ago, Pat McAfee on his show and then again on College Game Day went on a rant about Disney and which is really ESPN and ABC, right?
Yeah.
And their battle with YouTube and not being able to iron out a contract. And he works for ESPN, right? Pat McAfee does, and he starts naming names of executives at Disney for not being able to get this deal done. Like, he doesn't just say the higher ups. He's like dropping names. And I was just thinking, and I've heard other people talk about this, how much power does a guy like Pat McAfee have at a company like Disney? And then, and also a guy like Stephen A. Smith with, you know, $100 million contract. Both of those guys are around the same thing, like 5 years, $100 million. These guys have, with their following, so much power that, you know, they can say and really almost do what they want. Like, bring on the president of the United States, right? Disney, a very very left-leaning company, and bringing on a Republican president. I think Pat McAfee's got all the power in the world, man.
Yeah, I mean, but Pat, Pat built his leverage. That's why I call this the Black McAfee Show, right? So we just gonna steal that whole branding. We jacking your shit, Pat. Pause, right? But they got, however we got to come through the door, we gonna. That's how we getting there, right? No, but he has all the leverage. He built his fan base up on Twitter, YouTube, and he built it independently. And his fans are loyal. I'm a fan of his show. I'm a fan of his content, and he's learned how to monetize it way before he's integrated with Disney and he's integrated with ESPN, that whole brand. But I tell you this, he knows that if ESPN clips him and they get rid of him, he's going to go to Amazon Prime. He's going to go to another distributor, and they'll pay him the same dollar amount because he has a fan base and he's figured that out. Disney or ABC, ESPN, whatever you want to call it, they've tried to lock Stephen A. up and make Stephen A. still like talent that they can control. But Stephen A. almost has the same thing. If ESPN said, fuck Stephen A. can go to an independent platform, sign on with a betting company, sign on with DraftKings, Underdog, Prize Picks, or whoever, and they'll pay Stephen A. the same money and people will tune in the same way. The only person who hasn't landed on his feet like that was Skip Bayless. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But I think Stephen A.'s personality and him being on ESPN for so long, and ESPN and Fox, like Fox wasn't considered the same sort of platform that ESPN is. But I think, I don't know, I think both of them.
Isn't Stephen A. kind of a, like Skip Bayless is an unlikable heel, I think, in like a debate on a show. Stephen A., I think, is like super likable. And I think
disagree.
That's why you don't.
Look, check this out. When you look at both Pat and you look at Stephen A.,
I was saying Pat.
No. I'm just saying in general. Skip. Oh yeah, nobody likes Skip, but Skip is like a contrarian. He wants people to not like him. He gets off on being that asshole and jerk, and he gets, you know, that's how he's built his following, right? Same way Floyd went from pretty boy Floyd to Money Making May, right? He went from, you know, he turned into the villain, turned into the asshole, posting money, showing this, you ain't got a car like this, talking down to everybody. Now people tuned in to watch him lose. The difference to me between Stephen A. and Pat is loved and accepted by his own people. Stephen A. is not.
That's correct.
Stephen A., most of the culture, black community views Stephen A., whether it's true or not, as an Uncle Tom. And because Pat McAfee has built his own platform, again, literally built his platform outside of ESPN, that's why when he's on the show, he gets to say whatever he wants to say. Stephen A. pretends that he does, but he still has checks and balances. He can still do this and have somebody have him go upstairs. Pat McAfee can get a message or a text from the owner to go upstairs, and he'll just fucking put his phone back down and just
he doesn't respond to this.
Exactly.
I say there within the company of ESPN, I think I would have to go with Stephen A. I agree with DJ on his take, but I don't think Pat McAfee is in the lane that he could turn up every other show that's on ESPN like Stephen A. has. When Get Up was slipping in ratings, they put Stephen A. on there. You know, so he's on the NBA. You know, he's with the NFL. I mean, they put him all over the place, and he boosts the ratings on those shows. And he got the longevity. He's been around since 2003, since LeBron came in the league. So I think he got the power within the company for real.
But Jerm, they're doing that because that type of media is dying.
What is?
That standard structure, ESPN format, here's the stage, here's the show, that is dying. So what they're doing is they're basically taking the only individual that can generate attention and trying to put him on every show to get viewership. But the issue is, at some point in time, that traditional structure is not going to be around. That's why they brought on a Pat McAfee. They brought on a Pat McAfee because he comes from the streaming. It feels like streaming. It feels like podcasts. It feels like, at the end of the day, you look at Pat McAfee and his crew, people looking at our show, like, who is all these guys? And Mo's like, my motherfucking people. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you see what I'm saying? My motherfucking people. And that's what people are more interested in. They're more interested in that. And so that type of media is growing versus what's growing on ESPN. I look at ESPN now, and 75% of the people, I have no idea who they are. I can tell that majority of them have never played sports. And I mean, like, look, you ain't had to play in college or make it to the league. I'm looking at some of these cats like, nigga, you ain't play high school. Mm-hmm. Right? But you're sitting there and you're speaking about sports. They're trying to transition it and making it all analytical, and they're really trying to reel people in with the gambling and the betting. But as far as the true bar stool, sitting back, chopping it up, hanging out with your boys, just talking sports, that is the Pat McAfee recipe. And so with Stephen A, I see it as basically a dying way to deliver content.
Okay, all right. No, Alex, go ahead. Alex, you said you want to say?
I just heard you mention the betting thing, man. And we got breaking news from Jay. He just sent us a link, and it says that 14 people were charged in mafia-backed betting ring involving college athletes. And I'm sure we'll touch on that a little bit more, but no, that's just breaking news. So when you mentioned that, I'm like,
here we go again.
Yeah, hope they don't go look back in no 2000 game.
From 2022 to 24.
What was the years?
2022 to 2024.
Oh, okay. I'm good.
Glasses back off.
I'm good.
You sound good.
Yeah.
I was over here looking up something else. So, but I hear what you're saying. Like I say, we're trying to build our shit up so we can get us an audience to do the same thing that Pat is doing. I'm telling you like that. I don't think I fit for regular TV, pause, right? I just don't. It'd be too many expletives and everything else, but we're going to grow this fan base one fan by people telling people, and we're going to have our own Black McAfee show.
Not all Black McAfee.
No, but so the way it works is, his is the Pat McAfee. Darius Butler is the only black dude on the
I don't even know who that is, but I'm gonna look him
You don't know?
Speaking of this, the barbershop came up with a name for Brian.
What is it?
Parlay Jenkins.
Hey, no, I think if you just call him Parlay, because Parlay seemed like a smooth brother. You know what I'm saying?
Parlay is smooth.
Yeah, man, I'm from
They
Cleveland.
throw the Jenkins in there.
Hey,
though.
like, I'm from Cleveland.
He don't
DJ,
get that.
they said he invited to the cookout, man.
Thank
You gotta
you,
have the
Chris.
Jenkins there.
You know, you have no clue.
I have no clue.
Jenkins is like a black name. Like, yeah, like,
let's go.
Like they basically saying
Jay-
like, do you know what I mean to be invited to the cookout?
No.
Like niggas fuck with you, right? Do you know what that means? Do you even know what that means? Niggas fuck with you.
You can come hang out. You're welcome to my house.
That I get. Thank you, DJ.
Basically, that's what they said. So with that being said, check us out on Sunday, 6 a.m. Nick had to show up every day, 3 p.m. It was a great day. Alex admitted he was wrong. And then he gave us the brain comfort with Pat Narduzzi. Yeah. I didn't say, look, I will clean something up. I do love all my people over at Urson. I said fuck Urson, but you see how Youngstown come out of you? I'd be like,
yeah, I get it.
You get a fuck everybody, nigga. That's what Youngstown people do. It's like that's it. Fuck everybody, right? That's why I didn't like the Pat Narduzzi. He been going away from the city too long. That's like some fucking suburban energy he on. I don't know what the fuck he's doing. But we'll be back tomorrow, or not tomorrow. We'll be back Sunday.